Right, so now we've done the administration, we move on to the assessed interview. You're aware we need to record it, so I'll switch this recording on and then I'll read through a short script which just identifies it as your recording. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
This is the record of the assessed interview for Sarah Wales. It's the 25th of February, the time is 11:20, the assessor is Jim Wood and Gail Leach. The assessed interview is a university examination with a maximum time limit of 20 minutes. It will end on 20 minutes or at any point during the allowed time when you indicate that you have finished. You must answer all questions sequentially, and while you may not return to specific questions, you will be provided with an opportunity to offer additional information towards the end of the assessed interview. While we will guide you through the examination, it is your responsibility to manage the content and duration of each of your answers. Please refer to the clock and make appropriate use of the time available to you for this examination. So if you're ready, we can begin.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so how did you use creative thinking and problem solving to respond to opportunities and initiate change in order to make progress on a significant personal goal at your placement?
Okay, I discovered at my initial meeting with my supervisor that due to redundancies and public sector cuts that North East Children's Healthcare currently had no advertising budget and no staff to devote time to advertising and marketing, leaving the White Ice Party event, which is usually a successful fundraising event, unadvertised. As the event was in 4 weeks' time, I needed to agree a marketing strategy at least 3 weeks before the event to allow time to raise awareness and sell tickets. And with limited resources available, it was important that the strategy included innovative methods of advertising, and I also had to consider my module placement organisation's preferred method of promoting itself to ensure it didn't conflict with any of their, with their public profile. By taking responsibility for this task, I knew the experience would enhance my role and my profile at NECH and develop my aspirations of working in marketing. From previous projects with Newcastle University Students' Union, I knew that planning and organising and communication are strengths needed to develop my personal enterprise, so I set myself the goal of applying divergent and convergent thinking techniques to identify innovative and low-cost ways to advertise. I attended a working lunch in the main conference room with team members from the mentoring programme. They had to solve the problem of recruiting qualified mentors to work with the learners in local schools, and by working effectively within a short period of time using divergent thinking, they were able to solve the problem. It quickly became clear that if I conducted my own research, I would be able to be as effective at problem solving and use this to help develop my marketing plan. Many techniques I found were designed for groups, so they weren't suitable for working alone, and I had to find a method that could be transferred for individual problem solving. I found a technique called mind mapping, which uses a combination of text and pictures as a means of idea production. This was something I could use on my own, and before my next progress meeting, I had to make sure that it was also compatible with the creative solving techniques introduced in the graduate skills mini lectures. And I approached the problem in 3 steps, which was 1, which was clearly stating the problem, 2 was brainstorming for around 20 to 25 minutes, and then evaluating ideas was the 3rd step. I created the right environment for creative thinking and came up with a number of options to choose from. Each of their solutions had their own strengths and weaknesses, but not one would resolve it on its own. So I thought about what my supervisor had wanted from the promotional campaign and used this to evaluate the merits of each idea. I both rejected and synthesised my ideas, I rejected making posters as they'd be too costly and creating a website which would be too time consuming. So I combined these ideas to produce a web-based campaign with no direct costs, as this didn't require the development of a complete website. Having the experience of both Twitter and Facebook through my studies, I knew that companies such as Events in Newcastle would cover the event on Twitter, reaching over 2,000 people, and using my knowledge of Facebook, I could post news on local pages and the target audience used. NECH had not used social media before, so I checked with my supervisor that this didn't conflict with anything. As a result of this, the White Ice Party was successfully promoted 2 weeks before the event on a number of Facebook pages, including Newcastle, Gateshead and Durham councils. Events in Newcastle agreed to tweet details of the event and attend and tweet from the event, which was a great way of promoting the event itself. My actions had several benefits. solving the problem of low awareness, and as the sole marketing tool and a free resource, social media has proved both effective and efficient by means of marketing this event, and increased awareness and helped improve attendance levels. I've benefited through my improving my personal enterprise skills, learning about brainstorming, which has definitely improved my performance and will aid with future aspirations, as I now know problem solving is an essential part of marketing and events management. I would have liked to have gained some press coverage, however this opportunity will be, there is an opportunity to achieve this. As a result of my success, my supervisor had suggested an independent project carrying more responsibility, which also involves writing a press release for publication.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.